Maher is facing a lot of criticism for a tweet that he sent out after Tim Tebow and his team, the Broncos, right? They
nice, Anna. Yes, the Denver Broncos.
Yes, they lost the game on Christmas Eve. So after they lost, Bill Maher tweeted, "Wow, Jesus just fucked Tim Tebow bad." And on Christmas Eve, somewhere in hell, Satan is Tebowing, saying to Hitler, "Hey, Buffalo's killing them."
All right, so people.
All right, okay. Why am I playing? This is 13. Let's take a look at the tape. 13-year-old clip of the Young Turks. Because I was looking to see if Cenk had ever been on with Bill Maher. So I'm just searching YouTube, and you tell me in the comments, this is After Show Carnage. We don't have a time limit. We'll go back to BC if we need to, if we got the footage. But so I saw this. I'm like, okay, he wasn't on the show, but it's a short clip. Let me just check it out. I'm going to tell you why I found it interesting. They're talking about Tim Tebow when he played for the Broncos. He was not a good quarterback, but he was very religious. And he was a good player overall. He was good in college, and I'm not trying to knock his legacy. And Bill Maher is not Christian. Let's just say that. Bill Maher doesn't really even know what he is. I played a clip a while back where he said, I'm Catholic and I'm Jewish, but I'm not ethnically Jewish. He doesn't know what he is. So let's get back to Cenk Uygur, the Young Turks, 13 years ago. Is that Anna Kasparian? Oh, yeah.
Are outraged by this. How could he do this on Christmas Eve? Well, the game was on Christmas Eve, so how could he do it on another day? That was the only day he could do it. And by the way, that also makes it funnier that Jesus didn't come through for Tim Tebow on Christmas Eve. Where was he? Well, maybe he was busy giving presents. Oh, no, that's Santa. Anyway, so how could you use a curse word in Jesus and Tebow, the two holy things in this country, Jesus and Tebow? Oh, come on, dude, get beyond it, man.
Yeah, people are freaking out.
Like, he doesn't believe in your voodoo, okay? So to him, it's like saying, how can you use a curse word and Ganesh or Thor in the same sentence? How could you do it? Well, to him, it's just Thor. Who cares? And so you take offense at it. Dude, take a chill pill, man. Hey, listen, that's the other thing, right?
Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. Let me just give you a hypothetical, Cenk Uygur from 13. You're looking young and... Yeah, it was 13 years ago. I looked a lot different, too. Cenk, so just take a chill pill. Is that what they would tell you if you crashed out and told unsavory jokes about, wait for it, somebody who wore funny hats? If you were at the prominence level of Bill Maher and there was someone who wore a funny little hat, I'm just throwing out, not to name anybody in specific or any group in specific, just hypothetically, if there was a group that wore funny little hats, let's say hypothetically they were crawling out of tunnels, I don't know, and you had the prominence of Bill Maher, that's a very important thing. Nobody cares if I do. They'll try to get you fired from your job probably, but let's keep it equal. You had the prominence of Bill Maher, but you weren't Bill Maher, and you made fun of the tiny hats right before maybe a tiny hat holiday they might have. Would they do the same thing to you? Cenk Uygur, you don't have the prominence of Bill Maher. Would you get away with that? So I understand the take. I agree with the take, but it's not acceptable. And I'm going to take us fast forward in a little bit. So finish the clip off, and we're going to fast forward to 2025 in Jesus Christ Superstar.
If you're right, Bill Maher is going to roast in hell forever. He's going to be eternally tortured. Is that not good enough? What are you going to do to him for his tweet that God can't do? And by the way, that's the other thing. Is Jesus on Christmas Eve checking Bill Maher's Twitter account? Oh no, he didn't. Did Bill just tweet this? Did he just tweet this? Okay, you know what? And if he's really mad, why doesn't he have Tebow win the Super Bowl to make up for it? People are so goddamn silly, man. Yes.
I tweeted a very similar thing. I tweeted, I know Jesus is busy getting ready for his birthday tomorrow, but I can't believe he abandoned Tebow tonight.
You know what it is? People love the outrage. They love, especially Christians, they love feeling victimized. They're like, oh my God, you see that? This country is so anti-Christian. There's one comic on one cable channel that wrote something that was something that we didn't like about Jesus. How could, we're persecuted. Am I not on the cross? Just calm down. You're fine.
And by the way, this story made me realize that Eric Bolling of Fox News Business is dying for attention. He will do anything to get a little bit of news coverage. And that's exactly what happened with this story. So Eric Bolling read Bill Maher's tweet, and his response to it is, Bill Maher is disgusting, vile trash. I can't even repeat what he just tweeted about Tebow on Christmas Eve.
And then read the hashtag.
His hashtag was straight to hell, Bill.
All right, first of all, this guy is clown of the earth because he does Fox Business show, never talks about business. It's always stuff like this. He's the guy that had the atheist on and then was outraged that the guy was an atheist. But that you brought him on. He's an atheist. He's like, what did you say against Jesus? I'm kicking you off. Like, this is his spiel. He's like the Rick Perry of Fox Business. Like, oh, I'm holier than you. Look at this. Oh, I'm standing up for... I'm so brave. I stood up for Jesus in a country that's 85% Christian. How bold. Very, very bold of you. Right? And the second part of it is, you just told him to go to hell. If you really believe that, eternal torture for a wrong tweet,
Straight to hell.
and Bill's the bad guy because he tweeted the wrong thing, but you're a perfectly pleasant guy for wishing eternal damnation on his soul.
Yeah, that's a crazy take there. But fast forwarding 13 years, we have news that Cynthia Ervio, this is the 38-year-old bald-headed woman with darker skin color. I'm trying not to get banned. She won an Emmy, she won a Grammy, she won a Tony. She has been cast to play Jesus. Yeah, you heard that correct. This black woman has been casted by, ironically, a Tiny Hat. It actually funded this project, at least two of the executive producers, Tiny Hat Friendly or Tiny Hat, casted a black woman as Jesus Christ. So it's funny, all of the, oh, just don't worry about it. Oh, all of the toxic tolerance has to go one way. And we are adults, but I will tell you, we're just like kids. We are like kids. You treat one group differently than another group, and you think that this is okay, and then I look at the pattern, I'm like, okay, we can laugh. It's no joke. We can tell jokes about each other, but the jokes only seem to go one way. The disrespect only seems to go one way. Bill Maher was disrespecting Tebow, and Cenk Uygur was like, oh, why are you getting your panties all in a bunch? Well, I think the big question is, Cenk Uygur, is why does it always seem to go from some other group to Christians? Christians getting the brunt of it. And there's no pushback. There's no term like anti this if you're doing it. You can do it openly on Christmas, before Christmas, Easter. It doesn't matter. But there's one group that you can never do that for. And then that group is partly the group that does all of this. That's what I'm kind of noticing right now. I'm noticing and wondering let me just end with this. Where are the Christian men to step up in the society and say, we've had enough. I don't want to see any more He Gets Us commercials. We're supposed to get him. He already knows. He doesn't need to get us. We need to get him. Let me know what you think.
The next clip is ready below. Welcome to After Show Carnage.